Here with the family, we got Liam, Danielle, and Hendrix. So on today's video, we're on our way actually to Kentucky because I'm going to be doing an event there. I'm going to be talking to a couple hundred different business owners from around the country on YouTube ads, and pretty excited about that. So on this video, I kind of want to talk about something I'm going to hit on a lot in Kentucky, and that is the most important part of your video marketing isn't the video. One of my wife's favorite things is getting a Starbucks mug from whatever state we're in. So we're in Indiana. We don't have an Indiana mug. And so she had to stop here at Starbucks. She had to get an Indiana mug. Babe, show them the cup. Babe. My wife loves being on camera. Say hi, buddy.
Hi.
Babe, I've never been to Indianapolis. Actually looks like a really big airport. It's pretty cool. And they have these people movers, which are a must-have.
The moving walkway is coming to an end.
I'm excited to be here. Got about a 2-hour drive ahead of us. So, figure that out. But I prefer renting cars when it's daylight, when I don't know where I'm at, because I have a horrible sense of direction. The worst. Hey, what are you doing?
Whoa! 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 Whoa!
All right. Just leaving the hotel room. Danielle and the boys are asleep. I think it's 3 hours ahead here. I'm kind of used to this, honestly, but they're not. So it's throwing their bodies for a loop. On our way to the event. Pretty excited. It's weird that people would show up from all over the country to come to something like this, but hey, whatever, right? So I'm gonna be talking about YouTube ads for small business. All right, leaving the hotel here, on our way to the event. It's nice out here. We didn't get a chance to see this last night. Check this out. This is pretty cool. Got this horse. Yeah, it's pretty nice. So I'm not sure if my ride is here. Let's see. There he is! Look at him! There he is! Open the door. Woo-hoo! Look at that boy!
What's happening?
That's Christian Moore. Ah, this place is pretty cool. Check this out. You got a horse in the front. So we are taking a break from our free event here in Lexington where we're talking about YouTube ads. And we're doing, we're having fun. We're on our way to lunch. We're gonna go get some barbecue. So one of the things that we're hitting on very heavily inside of our workshop is the fact that so many people blindly assume that the most effective strategy for a winning ad is the video itself. And I always tell people, you don't really need to care about what is in the video as far as how it looks and all that. I mean, there's something to be said about, you know, not looking awful, but you want to really prioritize what you say in the video more than anything else. So words are very, very powerful. Words, I always tell people, are the most powerful element to any marketing campaign. Whether you are in direct mail, whether you're selling newsletters door to door, whether you're doing video online, you want to make sure that your ads and your words are correct, and you want to make sure that your offers are correct, and you want to prioritize those things above and above, you know, anything else. Where are we at here? Are we going out? So making sure that you say the right things on camera, that you have the right offers and the right call to actions, those are critical to making sure that you have a winning advertising campaign. So,
okay, hold on. This is embarrassing. So lots of trash in here.
Oh my gosh, lots of trash?
I don't even know if I can use
Look at this guy. So embarrassed. So embarrassed.
It's okay. I have children. That's all I have in my vehicle.
I got children too. Don't worry about it.
Children and work. So if there's papers.
Going to pass the grill master's inspection.
This is good.
The smell test is already there. The most expensive thing is $11.
$11 brisket?
Yeah.
I'm gonna need some of that brisket.
With 2 sides.
Woo, man, if you guys can smell this, smells good. Look at this. Yeah, of course. Hey, is this how's it stack up with Tennessee barbecue?
Oh, the smell is already there. So we'll have to say, I want to try that brisket. So what are you trying?
All of it.
All of it?
Yeah. We're here at the racetrack in Lexington, Kentucky. I get a full day of horse racing in. What's up, buddy? Having fun? It's cold. Holy smokes, it's cold. I'm not used to this. On the way over, my wife was thinking, we can move here. Wondering if she's having second thoughts right now.
No, I didn't say we could move here. I said I could live here.
Yeah, we can live here. It's the same thing.
It's just really beautiful.
It's very beautiful. It's really cold. One of the biggest reasons why most people don't want to do video for their business is they make the assumption that their videos need to look a certain way, that they have to perform a certain way, that they have to edit it, it has to have, you know, I always tell people we're not ever making the next episode of Star Wars, right? We're not J.J. Abrams, we're not Steven Spielberg, we're business owners. And the most crucial aspect of our video is the marketing and the words that we say, the offers that we provide, the call to actions. It's not the video production. I'm shooting this on the GoPro, and you know, I'm outside, it's windy, but none of that matters. What matters is what I say here and how we present our offers and how we present our message and our marketing. And so I think why a lot of people always result back to, well, I can't edit, I don't know how to make videos look really, really cool, is because they almost use it as a masking, they use that to mask the real reasons why they don't want to be on camera, and that's fear of being on camera. Most people are scared to do this, and so they result back to the excuse of, well, I don't know how to make it look good. And I always tell people that doesn't matter. It's not important. I like to make good-looking video because I'm a hobbyist. You know, for me, I have really expensive camera gear, and I have a video studio, and I do that because I like to, because I'm a hobbyist. But I'll be honest with you, none of that stuff is what matters in converting. And converting is how we get prospects into being paid customers. If you just focus on the story, if you focus on, you know, entertaining, or you focus on the marketing, or whatever it is that your angle is in your video, that's how you're going to be able to maintain attention. That's how you'll be able to maintain, interest in your product or brand. Going to the horse races was an experience that was unlike anything I'd ever been to in my life. I'd been to a number of different sporting events, from football to basketball to baseball, but I'd never been to anything quite like a horse race. And one thing that I observed was that most people you would assume would be there to see the horses. The horses are the centerpiece of the entire thing. That's what people show up for. However, when you get inside, you realize a very different reality. Most people, while they probably think they're there to see the horses, are not there to do that. They're there for the social gathering, and the horses are kind of secondary to what people are doing. And it gives my son quite an opportunity to kind of practice his on-camera skills and how he's going to sound and look on camera.
Dad, see the horse race today. Look at that.
Yeah, buddy.
Starting. The horse.
All right. So
You're going to run in a few seconds. It starts to run.
even tired eyes can see what this is all about. It doesn't take a genius to figure it out. This formal horse race is more about the social gathering. It's not about the beautiful horses that are running and competing. Rather, this is an event to see and to be seen. And your video marketing isn't much different. You see, if you will focus on the winning script, the winning offer, and the right call to actions, you can win in your video marketing. On our way to a castle. They have a castle here in Lexington, Kentucky. We drove by it on the way over from the airport, and it looks like something out of Braveheart. It's insane. So we're here in Lexington, and one of the things that they have here that you would never assume would be in Kentucky is this castle. This looks like something.
Whoa!
This looks like something out of Braveheart. Pretty cool, actually. So we're gonna have lunch here and hang out. In California, where I live, everything is like drought ridden. We don't get a lot of rain, and when we do, it doesn't really go to the right spots. And so we only have green for a short period of time throughout the year. But here in Kentucky, everything is so green and lush. Look at, check this out. I'm actually amazed at how how wide open everything is. There's just land everywhere. It's just filled with green grass. It's actually really, really cool. You're just not used to seeing stuff like this where we live. It's houses on houses on houses. I mean, I'm in a castle, so I mean, that's pretty cool. But yeah, everything is right on top of each other. Everybody's right on top of each other. Traffic is insane, but look at this. This is just awesome. Just really cool. We are now in Louisville on our way to the Louisville Slugger Museum. Look at this, it's pretty cool. Got a huge baseball bat. It's cold, man. We're not used to this. We aren't used to this where we're at. So then what elements do we focus on when we are wanting to produce content? What is it that when we're trying to get the attention of our audience that we need to be cognizant of so that we keep their attention, so that we actually turn them from, I got my mini bat from the Louisville Slugger Museum. We did the tour they gave to us. What do you focus on when you are wanting to capture attention and turn them from prospecting to paying customer? Well, so often, a lot of times people will say, well, you got to focus on your client and you got to focus on them. And that's partially true. But if you want to take that a step deeper, don't just focus on your client. Don't just focus on what your product or service does. More importantly, focus on what your product or service can do for them and how they're going to feel using that product or service. I'll give you an example. If you're selling cars, you're not just selling cars so that you give somebody some transportation. You're selling cars so that they can meet a deeper need, so that it can make them feel a certain way. If you're selling luxury homes, or if you're selling really anything that pertains to how somebody will be perceived by their own sphere of friends or influence, that's what you want to focus on. You're not just focusing on, I solve this problem. Yeah, you do, and that's great. But more than that, you focus on how they're going to feel when that problem is solved. And if you'll do that in your content, whether you're writing content, whether you're making videos, or whatever it is, focus on how they're going to feel when they use your product or service, and you'll start to capture more attention. Again, not so much about it, not so much about the aesthetic. I mean, this is pretty cool. I'm in front of the Ohio River. That's not bad. The water's a lot more brown than I thought it would have been. But I'm just trying to tell you, I'm just trying to help you understand that it's not about the aesthetic. It's about the message. It's about the communication that you have with your audience. If you'll do that, you'll win with your content. Another trip in the books. We're back home in Oakland. Flew into Oakland, which is outside of where we live. This video really has nothing to do, this part really has nothing to do with anything. I just really love, I fall in love with it. I like this. Look at this, it's just beautiful. Sunset. You can't really tell, but there's a nice breeze. It's just great. You know, California kind of gets on my nerves sometimes, but I love it. I do love it.